Briefly, I also want to talk about some of the problems associated with running from the IRS. Now, it seems like a funny subject, people running and evading their collection potential, and I want to use the term evading very loosely because we're not suggesting any criminal activity, but we may be dealing with a client who has just been off the grid for a couple of years or through a series of unfortunate circumstances, has not met their filing obligations, and maybe have not been using a bank account or have been kind of sticking their head in the sand. So by evading, we don't suggest anything criminal. They've just been kind of ducking their responsibilities from the IRS, as tends to happen from time to time. The problems with running from the IRS are this, is mainly you are always at risk of collections. So any asset that you have, any job that you hold, if you are not actively working on an installment agreement with the IRS or negotiating a offer in compromise or doing something to resolve your account, then you are technically not in compliance. When you are technically not in compliance, the IRS can take a series of actions against you. They can levy you, they can garnish your wages, they can put liens on you, and that pressure doesn't go away if you're not doing something to actively resolve your account. So people will literally spend years and years and years with the IRS chasing them, constantly looking over their shoulder, wondering if their wages are going to get garnished, if their bank accounts are going to get levied, and that's not really a good place to be in. IRS liens, in addition, will damage your credit. So particularly when you have a taxpayer that owes for multiple years, multiple liens will drag your credit score down really, really quickly, and it's really important if the taxpayer has aspirations for buying a home or putting their life back together. Running is not the answer. Even with some of those liabilities falling off the statute of limitations eventually, it will take years, often many, many years, for those liabilities to fully fall off and for a taxpayer's credit to be restored. Even if a lien falls off because it has been released because a liability has expired, that will remain on the credit report for up to 7 years. So you want to encourage your clients to get out in front of that, to resolve issues ahead of time, to make the process go much, much quicker. In addition, the other thing I found is that IRS liabilities kind of have a psychological effect on clients. For a lot of the reasons that people fear the IRS, there is kind of a deep psychological impact that the IRS has on people. It's often systemic. It's no accident that people who owe money to the IRS are falling apart in other areas of their life or have been through some personal tragedy. But there is a psychological effect that owing money to the government has on people. It's not like you owe your friend money. There is a fear of the IRS, there's a fear of the government, and as a result of that, you are often dealing with people who, when they finally admit that they have a tax problem, it's not something they tell their friends. It's something that they disclose to their attorney as part of their deepest and darkest secrets. It's something that may be unearthed in a financial transaction. For example, a client wants to buy a piece of property or do a refinance, and all of a sudden a tax lien shows up, and they have to admit their dark secret that's been hiding in the closet. There is a psychological effect with that, and that has an impact on the client. Oftentimes, our clients are less concerned about their money. They're more concerned about getting the IRS off their back, getting the pressure off, just having that burden relieved. And that's a really important thing to consider when counseling people with IRS problems, is that they are in an emotionally fragile state a lot of times that you're dealing with those issues.